Welcome back to Central PA Live. We're here now with everyone's favorite handyman, Dwight Rittenhouse. Dwight, it's always nice to see you.
Hey, Alex.
And I have to tell you, if somebody is just tuning in, they probably think they're watching The Price is Right, because that's on CBS in the mornings, and this looks like the big Plinko machine where they drop the Plinko things down. But that's not what it is. Why don't you tell everybody what you brought with you here today?
Anyway, this is a solar hot water heater. This is what we call free hot water. This is a unit that's stainless steel outside, stainless steel inside, aluminum rack. These units are fantastic. I've used mine at my personal residence for probably going on 10 years. It just gives you a continual source of free hot water.
And this can probably save you, how much do you think a year? I mean,
well, you know, it depends on what type of electric water heater. You're probably looking at going to be $600 to $700 a year, okay? The savings, but we put this in to preheat everything free the sun can give you. If you use an extreme amount of hot water, like even on a milking facility or like whatever, put this ahead of your hot water heater and get the sun to give you everything free.
Right.
This particular tube, Alex got a glass of hot water.
We got some water
this tube we had sitting outside. I don't know if this will do anything or not, but
oh yep, there it's steaming. I don't know if you can see that or not, but listen to it sizzle. Yep.
This thing's amazing. We put this
Wow.
outside for about probably a half hour since I've been here. The way this water heater works is this copper rod goes the whole way down through this collector. This collector is 2 layers of glass like your window in your house. Everybody says they put argon gas. Argon gas takes a UV ray and reflects it back to you.
Sure.
This gas that's in here absorbs the UV ray. UV rays, we don't have to have direct sunlight. They come through the cloud. They burn us to give us a sunburn. Mm-hmm. So the UV rays collected goes in, and it creates this fluid that's inside this to boil. Okay, and that goes up in this water heater. There's a copper probe up here, which that's what heats the water in the water heater. This thing is just literally amazing. In 15 minutes time, this will be so hot that you can't touch it.
Now, Dwight, something that you mentioned when we were talking about this in the commercial break is that while it's going off of UV rays from the sun, it doesn't necessarily mean that the sun needs to be out, which I kind of related to when you're out in the sun and you can still get a sunburn even if the clouds are overcast, right? Exactly.
And, you know, the benefit of this is only a prototype. This is one that you would use on a camp or a camper or something like that. The normal one we use for a residential home is about 9 foot 8 inches long. Has 34,
holy cow, that's huge.
34 tubes in it. So these tubes, if you have 80 gallons of water here, on a 0-degree night outside, we lose about 10 degrees temperature inside this. So everybody said, what about freezing in the wintertime? So if you put water into here at 50, 54 degrees from your well or from a town source of water, even if the sun didn't come out until the middle of the next day or you got any UV rays, this temperature wouldn't go much below 40, 45 degrees.
So even in the middle of winter, this is a great
this is the inside of it. You can see how it works there on that picture. The same way there's an 80-gallon there. But if you turn around and the amount of energy that this saves you is tremendous. If you put this ahead of your electric water heater you have in your home,
right.
Penelec, the 4 major power companies will give you a $500 rebate for this machine for installing it because they know that if it gets daylight every day,
right.
Okay, it's going to heat 80% of your water for you free to go in your water heater. So it's a huge savings.
Well, really quick, Dwight, thank you again always for coming in. And you're going to stick around with us later in the show. But really quick, why don't you tell everybody how they can get a hold of you?
You can find us at 114 West Poplar Street in Mount Union, Pennsylvania. You can give us a call at 814-542-2981, or you can find us on muls.net. Go on our website. It's a great place, and we have everything there to show you.
Well, you know what? Everyone's probably wondering, why is Dwight sticking around? Well, we're going to go in the kitchen and we're going to cook something with Chef Janet. God knows what she has up her sleeve, Dwight. We'll be back with that in a little bit.